Hi, my name is Jihad Iqbal, and I will be representing Team E7131. Today I'll be showing you a demo of our Sprint 2 deliverables. Before we go into our deliverables, I'd like to do a quick overview of our project. We are creating a web application to help users create meaningful associations between faces and names to facilitate networking and maintaining relationships within a group. Users also have the option to search and join other groups to continue to expand their network. Gamifying the process of learning information about others is a fun and impactful way for users to set themselves up for success and great relationships. With that being said, let's go directly into what our iteration goals were for our Sprint 2. First, we wanted to set up registration for our web application. Second, we wanted to set up the login and authentication for our web application. Third, we wanted to implement the feature that allows users to upload names and photos of people into a group. And finally, we wanted to set up a database that supports the registration, login, and the feature of uploading names and features into a database, an external database that can be accessed by anybody who uses the application. So that will lead directly into our demo and show how we have accomplished these iteration goals. As you can see, we are now in the login page, and if we attempt to log in using an email and password that has not been registered yet, I will be met with the invalid user error. So therefore, let's go ahead and register this email so we can log into our application. We are now in the registration page. If we attempt to submit the registration form without properly filling out the fields, you will be met with errors that specify exactly what you need to fix. So let's go ahead and do that. I have my email and my password. I will need to upload a picture of myself for this registration to be complete. If the registration is successful, it will take me to the login screen. So let's try logging in again with this email. Voila. Now I'm inside the web application and I have a couple different options of what I want to do from here. First, let's go to our profile and see if our information has been pulled in correctly from the database. And as you can see, it has the email and my picture containing the information that I submitted during my registration form. Let's go back. So as you can see, going back to our iteration goals, we have set up the registration and the login. However, the third feature is to allow users to upload names and photos of people into a group. If we go back to our web application, you can see that we do not have any groups currently in our section. So let's go ahead and add a group. Let's call this group test group, and we want this group to be public. And then let's go ahead and save this group. When I save, I'm automatically added to this group as a group's creator. And then let's go ahead and hit done. Going back to our main page, we now have this test group under our group section. And if we hit edit, we can see only me in this test group. That's not very fun. Let's go ahead and add somebody else to this group to make it a little bit more interesting. So let's go ahead and add my good friend Elizabeth. And give her picture and gender. And then hit submit. As you can see, Elizabeth is now in this group, which I can go ahead and save and hit done. Going back to my main page, I can still access my group again and see my members and see that both myself and Elizabeth are part of this group, thereby showing that I have completed the functionality of allowing a user to upload names and faces to a group. Finally, the database. The database has been set up to support the data that needs to be accessed for the registration, login, and the feature of uploading names and faces. So we have completed that as well. As you look to our burn down chart, you can see that we have completed all the issues that we set forth and thereby finishing all our sprint goals for this sprint number 2. That concludes my presentation. Thank you on the behalf of our team.